And already that roller is starting to get dirty. Yikes. Yikes. You know, basically kind of like this nasty chocolate milk stuff. So, pretty gross. Welcome back, folks, to the Wanneroo channel. So today we're going to take a look at the Bissell Crosswave Cordless Max all-in-one multi-surface cleaner. So we're out here today in the sun in the nice fall weather, clear skies, a little bit of a breeze in the background. So I thought it'd be a good day to bring this out and get this unpacked and have a look at it and get it all set up. So for a lot of folks that buy this, it's probably going to be a thing where, you know, they're looking to use it for their house. You know, somebody spills Cheerios on the floor and makes a big mess, or the cat does a big streaker and you know, puts cat poop all over the floor, or whatever it might be. For us, and kind of my idea behind this is a little bit of a different use. One issue I have is with the barn and with equipment that comes in and out. You know, drops dirt and mud everywhere and all that sort of thing. So, you know, you shop back it up, and then I also use the 2-bucket method with mopping and mop a lot of it up and all that. And, you know, the thing with that is, yeah, it gets a lot of it up. But the issue I kind of end up having with it at the end is, you know, you can only do so much with the mopping, and there's still, you know, you get different stains on the floor, and you just get kind of that fine dust kind of on that concrete and stuff like that. You know, also too, it's kind of the end of mowing season, so there's you know, stains from the grass and different things. You know, it just gets all over the floor of the barn, kind of makes a mess. So we're going to try to kind of put this more to heavy duty use and actually see how it does and how everything goes. And, you know, I might use it in the house as well for different things. You know, maybe on some carpets or whatever, you know, especially those rugs whenever you enter the house, you know, and wipe your feet off and that sort of stuff. So might use it on some of that, but the barn is pretty much where it's going to reside, and that's going to be kind of the point behind it, is kind of try to keep the barn floor cleaner. So anyways, let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we have inside. Okay, so we're about to open up the box here. So we have some sort of quick setup where you can download an app if you want and pair it with the Crosswave. I don't really see the need to do that, but you know, for some folks they might find that useful. And then also too, there's a support number here in case you need it, and a website. And so we'll go ahead and get the box open. So looks like first thing we've got here is some different cleaners they package with it. Looks like some sort of hard floor sanitizer. And of course, you know, they're trying to sell you on all the cleaners and stuff too. So, you know, not a bad idea if you're selling a product like this, I guess, to have consumables that people will require. And then some sort of multi-surface cleaner. So yeah, I can try these out and kind of see how they go. And looks like some more multi-surface cleaner. And then we also have, looks like some sort of coupon and instruction book, registration, stuff like that. Do we need to read the instructions? Who reads the instructions, right? And it looks like we got our handle here. Okay. Looks like we've got a roller for cleaning. Okay. Some more hard floor sanitizer there. different pieces to put together. Looks like this is the little cradle where it lives here with the power cord. And then the main unit right here. So let's go ahead and get this all unwrapped from plastic, and we'll be back in a sec. Okay, so we got everything out of the box, and so we got our base right there. We'll need to attach that little caddy to the base. That's for to dry out the roll and the filter when you're done using it. The handle, which we'll need to stick into the unit there, and then also we've got our cleaning supplies, instruction book, and then also there's a quick start guide as well. So we'll get all this together. Okay, so we got the base fitted with the drying rack there, so that'll be ready to go and get plugged in. Then we have the Crosswave here. So I decided to go with the cordless. I just I kind of thought back and forth, like maybe it's better to have it corded and all that, and then I thought maybe it's a little more convenient having it cordless. So I went ahead and went with the cordless model. So we'll see how that ends up working out, but looks pretty easy. Up here on the handle, for assembly, you just put the handle in, just clicks into place. So you got a mode button here you can switch between. You got the power button. Got a little trigger there to spray your solution. And then up here at the front, there's a button for the self-cleaning cycle. And there is kind of a whole routine you have to go through with this whenever it does its self-cleaning. It's not per se self-cleaning, because you end up having to take a couple pieces out, hang them out to dry, clean them by hand. You have to clean the filter by hand, all that different stuff, and then of course dry it so it doesn't end up being a big gunky mess. Having it dry out inside the machine and stuff. So I guess that's to be expected. And then at the back here, you have where you put your clean water in and all that stuff. So looks pretty I wouldn't say necessarily super easy, but it looks convenient enough. So we'll see how it ends up working with muddy floors and stuff. I accidentally hit the power button. So the whole rollers down there, they start spinning as soon as you hit the power button, and you also have to bend it back. So when you have it standing straight up, it won't spin. So I guess the next thing is, because I think the battery here, so we probably need to charge this sucker. So we'll get it all charged up, and then we'll get it into action tomorrow and see how she goes. Okay, so we're back with the Bissell Crosswave here, the cordless model. And we already did a test fire the other day, which went real well. And kind of cleaned up a section of the barn floor with the shop vac. Got as much dirt up as I could with that. And then put the Crosswave on it with some cleaner, and it sucked up some nasty chocolate milk looking water. And you can see the aftermath in the tray down there from the self-cleaning cycle. So I need to clean that up again. I need to clean that up basically before I put the Crosswave back today. But anyways, so what we've got is, I went ahead and added their multi-surface cleaner, and also put some warm water in there. So we're going to use that. And then I also have in our little Smith contractor sprayer there, we have some crud cutter concrete cleaner. So a lot of these different steens and stuff, they've been in there for so long, I don't really expect the cleaner and stuff to get those out of the floor. But what I do want to have happen is, I don't know if you can tell, but like the surface here, just kind of, even though I've mopped it and stuff and all that, it just, and you run the shop vac over it and all that, and there's still just kind of that layer of just kind of fine dust that just doesn't want to come up. So that's why I have the Bissell on the job, because I just want to kind of clean it up a bit more and cut down some of the dust in here, and a lot of it's just going to get tracked in from the different farm vehicles and stuff like that. And you know, there's only so much you can do about it. But anyways, you know, I like to keep my stuff as clean as possible, and you know, at least if we can kind of get some of that dirt up, you know, that's and that fine dust, I'm going to be happy with that. And you know, obviously I'll have to clean it periodically and all that. That's fine. But you know, just want to get it looking better than it is now. So let's get cracking. Okay, so here we go. So I put some crud cutter down, and then there's a trigger here where you can apply the water, and then also the kind of the mixture with the water and the cleaner. Now, if you want to kind of spray that water, the one thing I find is that whenever you press the trigger, it's not like full auto where you just, you know, hold the trigger down, it seems, and then just endless water comes out. You've got to kind of keep pressing it every couple seconds, you know, if you do want some of that water to keep coming out. And already that roller is starting to get dirty. Yikes. So yeah, that roller there is already getting dirty. It's getting dirtier. There's the grungy water down there. So anyways, we're going to do this whole floor, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look and see what we got. Okay, so we've gone ahead and done this right side right here, and here is the left side, which hopefully the video picks it up. But this side over on the left is kind of brown, dusty, and again, I've gone over this with a mop. I've shop vacked it, you know, all that. There's a couple little spots I think I missed with the shop vac, but shop vacked it, all that. And then this side over here, you know, you can actually kind of see more of the concrete now. You know, it's kind of a darker color. So anyways, and as I said, a lot of these stains and stuff, they're never going to come out, and that's fine. It just is what it is. But definitely just kind of all that dust and stuff and all that, big difference. And let's look at what it actually got just from that one section. Yikes. You know, basically kind of like this nasty chocolate milk stuff. So pretty gross. So anyways, yeah, very happy with that. And wow. Yep. So yeah, it's one of those things where, hey, you know, if it can cut down on some of the dust in the barn and kind of clean the floors up like that, then you know, hey, I'm pretty dang happy with it. And it just seems to kind of get that last little bit of you know, just that little nasty bit of dust and all that stuff off the floor surface. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. And you know, it's basically just going to live down here in the barn and kind of do its thing every so often, and you know, keep the floors a little bit cleaner. So pretty happy with it. And so we're going to run it some more and see how it goes. So here's kind of another angle from you know, from the light coming in from outside the barn, so you can kind of see the difference in the floor there. That's what was cleaned, and then that's what still needs to be cleaned right there. So big difference getting all that grunge up. Okay, folks, so we'll go ahead and wrap up the Bissell Crosswave Cordless Max that we use out here in the barn to keep the floor clean. So generally what I do, there's so much dirt and different stuff from outside that gets tracked into the barn, especially from the vehicles that you know, drop a lot of dirt on the concrete and everything, grass, stuff like that from the mower. And you know, so what I'll do is I'll take the shop vac, go over everything kind of real quick to get the bulky stuff, and then I actually use this to clean the floor, and it's worked quite well. I still have the original roller on it. You can see it's a little bit faded now and all that, but it's still getting the job done. So after about 8 to 9 months, it's still working just fine. Haven't felt the need to replace it yet. And then the other thing that you're going to have to watch for if you're really kind of putting this through heavy duty use is you're going to have to watch the intake right here. So all the stuff that's getting sucked up, like I said, I'm not like running this over mud or anything like that. You know, I don't think that's going to work too well. But in terms of like, you know, with this barn here, the amount of coating of dirt or dust on the floor, even after vacuuming, it's still kind of significant. And there's been a couple times where it's kind of built up in there. Hasn't stopped it from functioning, but you know, has reduced the efficiency of it if it starts to get plugged up. So usually what I do is I just let it dry out and then basically just dump out the excess, like right here. Just take it and then just hold it over the trash can, shake it out. Most of the dirt comes out. The other thing I think I might do is get like you know, for like, you'll see these different brushes for washing dishes and stuff like that. And I'll give you a look up here and show you how it's looking right now. So yeah, that probably needs a little bit of a clean out right now. Maybe even take the vacuum, suck it out, whatever. But yes, just watch for that, you just don't get that blocked up. But anyways, I might get a brush and then I can just run it up in there and just kind of loosen it all up and get it all out. But like I said, it hasn't stopped it from functioning or anything. Just have that awareness of that. And then the other thing is with the little squeegee here, pretty much every time I use it, what I do is I just come back and wipe it off before I put it away, you know, like, you know, after I've used it significantly. So if it's going to sit for a while or whatever, I'll just go ahead and clean that up all nice and neat. And then too with the, I haven't had any big issue with the filters or anything. Filters are still looking pretty good. This, I've had to clean that out several times. The air filter is not too bad. I probably need to replace that at some point. That screen there, I have had to clean that a fair number of times. So just be prepared to do that. And then the bucket here, every time that I use it, because it is pretty much like a thick chocolate milk that I end up getting in this of all the dirt and stuff. I just got to clean that out good. But you know, I think it's a thing as long as you take care of it and all that. You know, it's doing the job pretty good, and you know, it's hanging in there quite well. So at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy I got it. It's a thing of where the barn, never going to be perfect. The floor's never going to be perfect, but I just like to keep it as clean as I can, just to minimize dust and different stuff like that, and you know, for a variety of reasons. So yeah, definitely a worthy addition to have it out in the barn, or if you have some sort of workspace or something like that. You know, it works pretty well. Once you go over the surface with a vacuum to get the bulky stuff up, this can kind of come back and just clean that dusty little bit left on the floor and just kind of make things nice and neat if you've got that workshop or barn or whatever with a concrete floor or something similar. So anyways, if y'all are interested in buying one of these, check out my Amazon Associates link below. If you click on that link, it just kicks back a little commission to the channel, and the more help we get and the more support we get, the more reviews that we do, and the more videos that we can crank out. So appreciate all the support from y'all and the likes and the thumbs up. We got a lot of videos in production right now, so hey, stay tuned. You'll never know what's going to come next.